Hi everyone, I'm Josh, and today I'm going to be looking at the trailer for Werewolf Earthblood, a Werewolf the Apocalypse game that I'm really excited for because I just want to tear stuff up. It's a weird one. There have been lots of trailers released, and so I'm going to append this with another trailer for the Wraith Afterlife video that has been released because I don't it's quite small, but it's also very exciting. So let's go straight to it. Let's do this thing. There's some cool stuff to unpick in here, but starting off, apparently stuff is going to be happening at a thing called Nakon that I have never heard of before. Mother Nature in all its glory. And the only place of colour is a leaf. I think we see the juxtaposition here. This is my bloomin' A-level English classes coming out. This is some sort of Pentex facility, isn't it? Mother Nature just slapped you in the foot, dude. What are you gonna do about it? Been a bad boy in restricted areas. Gross. It's certainly not a maple. Maple syrup. Everything's melting. Nature is screwed by Andron. I know. Oh. I know this. I know the symbols. Pork, pork, pork. Oh, that's like spooky worm stuff. Wait, there's colour now? Is that... but time still stopped. Oh, even the... oh, and the... the birth. Oh, that's gross. Oh, that's even grosser. I love it. Are they gonna kill him? No. Oh, he's in... he's in big bad wolf form. Oh my god, it's the werewolf! Rage! Yeah! Okay. Don't know what Nakon Connect is. I looked them up and they're like a peripherals company? There's some really cool stuff to unpack in this. So for those... I am assuming there's some stuff that's just kind of artsy trailer fun stuff that is like with the time stopping. That's my main question. Why is time stopped? Maybe it's just like to show they're in the middle of a fight, I think. And either way, this place that is clearly getting messed up. I don't know why someone's putting a hole in a pipe with the armor from the end of Aliens, but they are, and then there's guards, which will, I mean, if there's werewolves in here, probably going to get messed up. So this entire place is, where is it? Endron. So Endron is like a big evil energy company who are ruining the world. Don't know who that dead guy on the left is. Looks just like a guard. But anyway, probably works for Endron and therefore is evil. I don't know. And yeah, the whole Werewolf the Apocalypse world is about Gaia versus the worm. Gaia being earth and nature, the worm being corruption and destruction. And that is often represented by pollution and all of the horrible earthworks and like ripping trees out of the ground. Where is it? This this shiz. So, the werewolves are raging against the machine, raging against all sorts of cool stuff, like, or not cool stuff. Apologies. I'm gonna turn that down in my ears. Yeah, they rage and, like, I honestly don't know what the gameplay of this game is going to be like. And I really hope it's a kind of Devil May Cry thing. I just want to smash up evil, here we go, evil Pentex facilities. Like, Pentex is the company that owns Endron, and they're like a corrupting multinational company that just cares about destroying the Earth. And honestly, it's pretty important right now with the whole global warming crisis. And I quite like the idea that the one thing we see is, obviously, this is the mech thing in the real world. But then, if people haven't seen or heard much about Werewolf, and I can't profess to be an expert on it, but this entire bit here is a comparison between the two worlds of reality and spirit. And the spirit world is called the Umbra, and in the Umbra you can see things for what they really are: corrupted and rotten and evil, gross, kind of claw things. Look, people are corrupted. They got giant coochies coming out their heads, and the werewolves are sent to destroy that. And this bit here, I was convinced that these wolves, whether they're werewolves or just like wolves, are gonna kill this dude with the main character because he's like an outcast. So there's like some redemption going on in there, and I don't know. It could just be their backup, and they're here to help and rage, grrr, smashy, which will be fun to see. So, oh yeah. I think one of the most important things to mention is it here? This is like spelled out on the Werewolf game website. Here it is. The 3 symbols. And I really like this. In general, there are symbols that are attributed to various tribes of werewolf. There are symbols for all sorts of things. Like, so we've got where is it? There it is. Hang on. Skip back a few. There it is. That wibble is, I love it because it's like a big werewolf claw scratching into something and doing a symbol. And that symbol represents the tribe known as Fianna. And I'm assuming this represents the main character because I think they mention it on the main website. Fianna are a tribe that hail from Celtic traditions, so they have lots of folk stories about how they came to be, how Gaia and some spirits mated and created the first werewolves, and it's really cool. Like I said, not a professor of werewolf lore, but that's the tribe that they're from, and they're really cool. Where is it? Next, we have another symbol, which is that one. Zoom and enhance. This, which is a full circle, and that represents the moon. And obviously, moon, very important to werewolves. It's where they get some of their power. It's like a bridge between the spirit world and the real world. It is, it's all sorts of things to them, and it's also a source of rage for them. And I can't remember the full reason for that, but it's not important. This particular symbol means the phase of the moon where it is full, and this is telling us that the main character, Carl, is his name Carl? I want to call him Carl. Cahal. Cahal. close enough. Anyway, Cahal is an Arun, and the more the moon is, the bigger the rage. And when you change, you'll make your first change under the full moon. You become an Arun, which is the biggest, the meanest, the strongest, and those who have the most rage in them from their familial ancestry of werewolfage, which is really cool. So we get to play as the ragiest of rage monsters, and I'm into that. And this final thing right here, this final boop boop boop, that one, woo, that's a weird one. That one right there is so werewolves can start off as be born as 3 different types. There is starting off as a wolf, they're starting off as a half wolf, half human, so like a werewolf start, and then there is Homid, which is human, started off as human, understands the human world best, and then finally learned that they were a werewolf when they changed from a human into a giant rage monster, and then probably, made friends with wolves. I don't know if these are friends or enemies. They seem kind of angry, but that's sort of a theme. So anyway, I really love the idea of switching between worlds. I really love the idea of taking it to the man, beating up, blowing up, polluting factories and all of that stuff. And it is just a really exciting idea. The next step, which I think will hopefully happen on July 7th at Nakon Connect, which, as I say, not heard of before, is gameplay. Next step is actually learning what we are going to be doing, more about the story, and all of that stuff. And he's got golden eyes, which is really cool. What I want to show you next is an unrelated game. So let's take a look at the tiny little bit of info that we get about Wraith the Oblivion. Much like Werewolf, it is not something that I have played a lot of, and not something that I've read up on, but it is a game in the world of darkness that I've really wanted to play. So let's see what this is about.
In Barclay Mansion, even the dead are terrified. Something happened here. Something vicious and cruel.
It's spooky. Is that like a head?
Got out alive. Not even you.
I hope we get to be a spooky ghost. I'm assuming we get to be a wraith, because the point of these games, right, the world of gameplay trailer in August, there's so long to wait. Fast travel games, don't think I've heard of them before, but this is really cool. And
Dead are terrified.
it's a cool idea. Floating through walls in VR, and I think that's important. It is a VR game, so kind of niche and restrictive to people that don't have a headset or don't have PSVR or anything like that. But this, I think that's right in the middle there is like the girl from The Ring with her hair over her face. And then, is that a hand? Is that a hand on the right there, at the bottom? What is that? Like I say, going boo as a Wraith ghost thing would be quite fun for me. And I, like I say, absolutely 100% going to be making gameplay videos and reviews or whatever I feel like doing stuff with these games, both Werewolf and Wraith, so I can show you and have a good time. Follow, subscribe if you want to see that, because there's going to be so much World of Darkness stuff. It seems like they're ramping up production on board games. They're doing, oh my god, 10 different games and all sorts of content for the World of Darkness, and I would love to be your go-to guy for that. Obviously, there's so many other wonderful people in the World of Darkness community, and I'm really glad to be part of it. So thank you. Let me know what you're excited to see in the comments, whether you're into Wraith, whether you're into Werewolf. But until then, cheers for watching, cheers to my patrons, and Goodbye.